It's pickup day at the auction, and today's going to be a good day. I'm at Capital Auto Auction. It's North Philadelphia. This is one of 2 locations. They have another one in New Hampshire, one in Washington, D.C. This place does charity cars. These are donated cars from Easter Seals, Cancer Society, Catholic Charities, you name it. Those vehicles come here and they get auctioned off for that charity. This place charges you fees. There's nothing cheap about coming here, but they do a lot of cars. 175 cars got auctioned off on Saturday. They do 2 auctions a week. Roughly 300 cars every single week come through. I paid $424 in fees. That means they're doing like $120,000 in fees in a week. But this is the place to come for cars. They have a ton of variety, old, new, busted up, nice. This car that I picked up, it looks good in the pictures, and that's all you can use. You can use the pictures only, and they give you a written description that goes with the car on the auction listing, and that's the only thing you get. You cannot come here and inspect the cars personally. You have to go by the auction listing, and you have to make your determination there. This car is listed as having an overheating problem and some scratches. They're bringing it out now. I already dropped off my paperwork. They're bringing the car around for me to take a look at. Bought 5 gallons of water, brought that over here. I'm hoping it's something as simple as maybe a hose, but in case it's not, in case it's maybe a thermostat, I brought some tools, a license plate, some cleaning products, bogey strap, tape in case maybe a hose, maybe it's a heater core, could be a cooling fan, could be an intake manifold. I have no idea what to expect, but I'm trying to be somewhat prepared. And so I'm sitting here waiting for the car to come out. They're going to bring it out in a few minutes. I'm excited. I can't wait. And we're going to do a tour and a walk around, and we'll do an inspection right here. Oh, there she is. 1995 Lincoln Town Car, Evergreen Frost Metallic. Ooh, baby. Looking good. How's it going? Did drive over okay?
Needed a jump though. Need a battery maybe.
Okay. All right, we can deal with the battery. So this is my opportunity, right, to look it over and do an inspection.
Take it for a ride, man. You got to make sure.
Oh, I can go up and down?
Yeah, go check it out there. Take it for a ride.
I appreciate it.
If it don't work, you bring it back here.
You got it, man. You're great. Thank you. All right, let's take a look. Look at that stuff. Nice, nice. No cracks. Looks good. 74,000 miles. Door panels look good. This should have air suspension, unless it's been converted. And the rear differential should be a 308, which makes for lazy driving on the highway. If it has the tow package, then the rear diff goes up to 327. This side looks good. I see a little discoloration. Looks like it's been repainted over here. I see some body work going on over here. Looks like the sheen is a little different. A few dings. All right. Oh, what is that? Hey, look at a little parking lot ding on the air dam. And one thing I learned about these cars, you got to go through every inch of it. Every door, every window switch. You got to know exactly what you're getting into. I see that the carpet looks dry. I'm not seeing any stains, no weird smells. So that says to me that maybe the heater core is okay. Out back looks pretty clean too. The seat, oh, that's weird. I don't know what that's about. Looks okay. Headliner. Looks good. Looks good. All right, 4.6 liter V8. I think these had 215 horsepower. Because of that overheating issue that's disclosed, I'm looking for leaks on the intake manifold. Looking for, see if the heater core is connected. Maybe that was leaking. The hoses look fine. I hear the compressor kicking on. Don't know if there's refrigerant in there. There must be some level of refrigerant if it's coming on. The cooling fan is not coming on. That might be the overheating problem, which I'm thrilled about. And in the trunk, let's take a look. A little space saver spare. Nothing much else in here. Okay. You want to go up and down the street with me? Yeah. You drive. Soft close. Look at that. Nice. All right, so we're taking our first drive down here. This is part of the inspection process. I had to ask a bunch of people different questions about how this works. They said we can drive up and down the street, we can take a look at the car, feel the brakes before we make a final determination. If the car is wildly misrepresented, then we can get our money back or we can arbitrate. But there's a $300 deposit that is already placed on the car. I already paid in order to come out to get the car out here. So, I'm starting to feel cool air finally coming out of the air conditioning. That's nice. And I'm looking at the temp gauge. Oh, you know what? It's cycling warm, cold, warm, cold. And the temp gauge is showing fine. It's not overheating at all. Although because of that cooling fan, I bet that's the issue. Here's the deal. This car is nice. It really rides nice. It's smooth and quiet. The AC is kind of like cycling off and on. A little bit of body damage. There's a little nick up here on the hood. On the balance right here. But otherwise, this thing's coming home with me. I brought all kinds of tools and equipment. Just driving up and down the street right here, it felt nice. The brakes feel good. Steering's good, smooth and quiet. I think I'm going to take the chance to drive it home. We're going to stop and get lunch first. But I got to get the title before we can even get out of the lot. So I'm on my way now. After getting into the office, I confirmed that I wanted the car. They gave me the title and my purchase paperwork. I installed the license plate that I brought along, and we were out. All right, just got the license plate on. We're going to go for a drive. We're going to go get lunch. I did notice the tires. I got different date codes on each of the tires. 2003 is on the back. 2008 is up front. So we're going to have to be a little careful on the drive home and be sure not to overheat them before we can get new tires put on this thing. Let's get going. We just came in here for lunch. We've looked at the overflow tank. Looks like it was low on water, topping that off. Hopefully that's going to solve the overheating problem. The AC compressor is still cycling on and off. The fan is stuck. I mean, flat out rigid stuck. $140 on Rock Auto is what I saw. But otherwise, this thing is sweet.
Hottest day of the year, heat warnings out. I get the car with no air conditioning.
Well, he's exaggerating. It's got some.
This car is blessed. We'll make it home.
A little old lady car for sure.
Well, keep going before it overheats.
All right, I'll see you at home.
Yeah, I had no air conditioning.
All right, so we didn't get very far. Right after lunch, we jumped on I-95. The idea was to get up the highway speed and, get enough airflow going through the radiator to keep the engine cool. What happened?
So I noticed the gauge was going up, kept going up, then it got up to the high area. Bars stopped going up, last bar, and then I started getting a beep warning. So I sped up a little bit through neutral and just cruised, then tried to cool down a little bit. That got me an extra mileage. And I did that a couple times till I got off at exit 27.
This is the highway. This is Interstate I-95 right here. We got on there, traffic was bumper to bumper. We were going 15, 20 miles an hour. We got maybe 2 miles or so, and this. So I called roadside assistance, and really maybe this is what I should have did from the very beginning. These guys are picking up the car now, they're gonna run it home. Before the tow truck showed up, I found an auto parts store that was close to me. I made a call, I was gonna do a roadside repair right on the curb, put a new cooling fan in, but they didn't have one in stock and it was gonna take another day for it to show up. All right, just got home. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Started the day at 9:30 in the morning. I enjoyed spending time with Dad, that was a lot of fun. Took the tow truck dude 2 hours to show up. Capital Auto Auction, man, they have a way of making you work for the cars. And you got to invest the time and the effort. Tow truck guy just showed up here. Look at that. I was expecting a flatbed, honestly. I don't think he strapped the car down at all. I want to do a walk around, make sure it's all in one piece. Make sure the bumper didn't fly off down the highway, because that car was ba-boom, ba-boom. It was so softly sprung. I mean, it was flopping all over the road, though. Let's take a look. Come on. There it is. Bumper's still on. Oh, that's good news. He's going to drop it right here in the street. It's drivable. Looking good. Happy with my $3,000 car. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. It doesn't even fit in the frame. I got to step back like, I'm like 20, 30 feet away in order to get it in the frame. I don't remember if that was there previously or tow truck dude did it. Yeah, it looks good. All right, that's my Lincoln. That's my video. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me. Hope you enjoyed coming to the auction, and I will see you on the next video.